Continuing with our discussion of creating queries using QBE, there might be times when you need to include calculated fields that are not in the database in queries. And a computed field or a calculated field is a field that is a result of a calculation using one or more existing fields. And to include a computed field in a query, then you'll need to enter a name for the computed field, followed by a colon, followed by an expression in one of the columns in the field row. So let's do an example. Let's say that we would like to list the number, name, and available credit for all of our customers from our customer table. Now, if I look at my customer table, you can see that I have information such as their customer number and their customer name, and I also have what their credit limit is as well as what their balance is, but the available credit isn't one of my fields, so I would have to figure that out using some sort of calculation, which I can do. And to figure that out, I would have to subtract the balance from the credit limit. Since, again, that's not a field that's already there, we will do that by including a computed field. So I'm going to go ahead and add the fields that I want to show on my query, and I said that I would like to list the customer number, the customer name, as well as the available credit. And in this third field is where I am going to add the field of available credit. But again, since it is not an option here for me, I'm going to create a calculated field that does the math for me and figures that out. And since I'm going to need to type a rather long expression, I could just type it all into the field name here. But as soon as I got the first couple words in, I wouldn't be able to see what I was typing anymore. And I do want to make sure to spell everything correctly. So what I can do is, if I want to be able to see everything, is I can simply right click and choose zoom. And now I have a much larger space in which to type. So the first step is to type in what you want the name of the field to be, and I want it to be called available credit, and then you follow the name of the field with a colon. And after that colon is where you are going to enter your the rest of your expression. And we said that the available credit is going to be found by finding the credit limit and subtracting the balance. So I just type that in and click OK. And you can see here what I mean by I wouldn't have been able to see the whole thing if I tried to type it here. And when I click run, I have the customer number and the customer name. And I'm going to switch back to design view, and as you can see, I forgot to check show here, which is why that third field was not showing. But here it is, and now I can see the available credit for each of my customers. And just as a side note, remember that you're not limited to just using subtraction as we did in this one. You could use any math operation, so you could have used addition, multiplication, or division as well. And then also, while I'm here, I could probably go in and fix where I misspelled available. So I will do that, and you can see that you can go in and change that field name, and it will fix it in my query result as well.